Most gardeners spend years chasing bigger harvests without realizing the entire battle is won or lost underground, completely out of sight. Your roots are everything. A plant with a dense, sprawling root network can pull in water, oxygen, and nutrients at a rate that a shallow-rooted plant simply cannot compete with. And here's the controversial claim most agricultural experts won't say out loud. Synthetic fertilizers used repeatedly actually compress your root architecture over time. They make plants lazy. Roots stop exploring when food is delivered directly to them. The result? Dependent, fragile plants that collapse the moment conditions get tough. Science backs this up. Studies in soil microbiology consistently show that high nitrogen synthetic inputs reduce root exudate diversity, which in turn shrinks the microbial community that drives root branching. So what's the solution? One specific, ancient, almost embarrassingly simple liquid treatment that snaps roots back into explosive growth mode. The treatment is a fermented banana peel and wood ash tea, and when applied correctly, it triggers a cascade of biological activity in the root zone that most commercial fertilizers simply cannot replicate. Alright, so here is the exact recipe. You'll need 3 banana peels, and they can be fresh or just slightly dried. Next, add in 2 tablespoons or about 30 milliliters of wood ash. Make sure it's clean hardwood ash, not charcoal ash. Then, pour in 1 liter or 34 fluid ounces of water for the fermentation soak. And finally, when you're ready to use it, the dilution is 1 part concentrate to 10 parts water. So, for every 100 milliliters, or about 3.4 fluid ounces of concentrate, you'll want to add 1 liter, or 34 fluid ounces, of water before applying. Now, just chop the banana peels up roughly, toss them in with the wood ash, and combine everything in a sealed jar with that 1 liter of water. Let it all ferment at room temperature for, say, 48 to 72 hours. You'll probably notice some slight bubbling. That's just microbial activity kicking off. And honestly, that's exactly what you want to see. After that, strain the liquid, dilute it at the 1:10 ratio, and water your plants right at the base. 1 application per plant, straight to the root zone. So, why does this actually work? Well, banana peels are extraordinarily rich in potassium and phosphorus. Those are 2 nutrients that are directly responsible for root cell development and energy transfer within the plant. Potassium, in particular, regulates the opening and closing of stomata and drives carbohydrate movement from the leaves down into the root system. More energy reaching the roots means more root growth, full stop. Phosphorus, though, is even more critical. It's basically the engine of root tip development. Without enough phosphorus, root tips just stop elongating. But with it, they branch out aggressively, creating that dense, web-like structure that really separates a struggling plant from a thriving one. Wood ash contributes calcium and potassium, but, its real power here is pH adjustment. It slightly raises the pH of the soil around the root zone, which makes phosphorus more bioavailable. This is the detail most people miss. Nutrients already present in your soil become locked out when pH is off. The ash unlocks them. The fermentation step is not optional. Fermentation pre-digests the nutrients, making them immediately bioavailable rather than requiring your soil biology to break them down first. It also introduces beneficial organic acids that stimulate root hair development, those tiny, almost invisible hairs that are responsible for up to 60% of a plant's total water and nutrient absorption. Apply this mixture during the early growth stage, specifically when your plants have established their first true leaves, but before flowering begins. This is the window when root architecture is most plastic, most responsive to stimulation. Use 500 milliliters or 17 fluid ounces of diluted solution per plant for small to medium plants. For larger plants or raised beds, increase to 1 liter or 34 fluid ounces per plant. Water in the early morning so the solution reaches the root zone before the heat of the day drives evaporation. Repeat once every 3 weeks. Not more. Over-application can oversaturate the root zone with potassium and interfere with calcium uptake. More is not better here. Within 10 to 14 days of the first application, you should notice visibly more vigorous above-ground growth, broader leaf spread, thicker stems, darker green coloring. These are all surface signals of what is happening underground, a root system that is rapidly expanding its reach and feeding capacity. By harvest, growers who apply this consistently report yield increases of 40 to 70% compared to their untreated plants grown in identical conditions. This week, mix 1 batch, apply it to just 3 of your plants, and leave 3 similar plants untreated as your control. Come back in 2 weeks and drop your results in the comments. Tell Agrinova Hub what you observed. Did the treated plants grow faster? Did the leaves look different? Your real-world data matters. And if you want more science-backed, field-tested growing strategies like this one, subscribe to Agrinova Hub. This is exactly the kind of content we live for.